So hello everyone, welcome to the second part where we'll be creating a perfect bar race chart graph like the one we see on the screen. So in the previous video, we reached up to here. We are able to pre-process the COVID-19 dataset and create a simple bar race chart graph. And the goal of this video will be to going from here to here. Okay, so let's see what are the things that we need to add. So I'll just make it at the slideshow and I'll add a pen. And yeah, so what we'll be adding here, we can see we are having a logo. So we'll be adding a logo and a title. We'll be adding a title and then image for every label. For example, our label is country. For every label, we'll be adding an image. And here it's a flag and then a background, as you can see here. We'll be adding a background and then the colors or color of your timeliners and a total how to change the color, increase, decrease the size, and also to increase, decrease the size of the bars and the colors of these columns. And there are some other controls that I'll be showing. Okay, so let's get started. I will just close this and let's get back. So first of all, what we'll do is we'll try to, in this case, we'll try to get an image for this image in the sense flag. So let's go to our Jupyter notebook again and let's go up. Now we need to add the flag column. Okay. So if you have it already, like the URLs of the image, you can, you do not do this. But since I don't have it, so my data set is very simple now, countries and the values over different time. Now what I'll do, I'll add the flags. Cool. So these are some of the code that I downloaded this data population data set from their site and then extracted all the flags and I have saved it. You need not do it because I have saved it in this CSV file, country flags URL, and I'll post it in the GitHub where I'll post this Jupyter notebook. So what you have to do, you have to read this CSV file and you will see there are different countries and URL for the flags. Okay. So now what I'll do, I will create a new column in our dataset called flag URL. Okay, and I've created a new column as you can see here in the second column in this data frame, and I've added, and now it's all empty. And now what I'm gonna do is uh, I'll first extract out the flag URL name from this country flags data frame. So how I can do that? I will say, for example, I want to get the flag of India. I will give India, and then I'll extract the image URL and then I'll list out the flag and this is the and if you click here you will see the flag of India, but I'll not go over it, you can see it. And then how to get it, what I'll do, I've got the flag from this country flag data frame and this is our actual data frame, and in order to identify where India is in this entire data frame, I'll get the index of this data frame where India is, and it's in the index 75. And what I'll do then, simply at the index 75, put when you print out to see if there's any flag URL, you'll see there is nothing, but I'll assign this at this index with the column of flag URL. I'll assign the flag that flag hyperlink that I just extracted in the above line. So this is just to put the flag URL, so it's nothing much. And once you do that, you can see then once you have added the flag in the flag URL, when you print the what is the flag URL at that index, you will see this website appearing as flag.io.india. Okay, so what I'll do, whatever I have shown you, that same thing I'll run over the all the infected countries and all the infected countries for confirmed cases, for death cases, and for recovered cases. And there are some mismatch, like the flags unknown. It means that some of the flags websites are not there or the names are not matching. So these are the countries for which flags are unknown, and for those countries I have explicitly added their uh, flag URL, and you can get any country's flag URL at this site, http://countryflags.io, and then I have explicitly added it. So now whatever I'm doing, this is just to get this kind of data frame where I have a country, and for every country I have the URL for the flag, and then I have as usual data set. Fine. Now I'll just run all of this. I'll just quickly run all of this so that we'll override the uh, old data frames. and yes, yep. And this is our new data frame, and I will then save this new data frame with this added new flag URL column. That's all we have done till now. And then we'll go back. Let's go to my projects, and automatically your works get saved, or when you're publishing it got saved and it says it's published. And you can just, this was our last creation. I will just click on this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this data, and here I'll upload the latest created CSV file of our confirmed cases, and this one, and just say import publicly, and fine. And now you see we have a country and we have a flag, and here now you can mention that this is your label column A, and the values are now not from B, the values are from C. And our categories is okay, we don't have any specific, we'll just put A, or if there is any more categories that you want to put, you can put it. And our images, it's in B, right? So let's images in B, and then let's preview it. Okay, so you can see now we have flag coming here, but we have all these labels, and it's not that decent, so we can control everything here, and we'll go one by one. So first of all, we'll get rid of all these legends of different colors. So we'll simply go down and we'll go to legend, and we'll put disabled. Okay, so now the legends are gone, and you can see in here the legends are gone, and you can see the flags. Now let's go to the bar. Now what you can do, one is this bar height where it automatically fill the space, and another thing is specified. So here if you see, sorry, yeah. So this is up to you again, based on your how the data set is. You can choose this one, and then you can choose this is number of bars. It means here we are showing 10 bars for the 10 countries. I can increase it to show 11, 12 countries, and then spacing between bars is controlled by this, the different columns. And again, you can change the vertical, but let's keep it horizontal. Okay, and yeah, then this is sorting. Here we are doing sorting in terms of highest to lowest. We can switch it off and it will be all mixed up, and we'll switch it on. Okay, so this is for the basic bar control. And then come to bar colors. So maybe I want much darker color, so I'll choose this, and you'll get this color. And then let's come to the labels. So when I say labels, it means this. So we'll just go to labels, and then we can specify the size of this. So I have given one, maybe I can give it 2, 3, 4. You can see the size increasing here. And there's another option here. We are using labels on the bars. So whatever labels are there, they're here. We can also put image on the bars. So if you click this, sorry, oh, maybe, yeah. If you click labels on bar, images on axis, then the labels will appear on the bar chart and the images will appear here, right? But as of now, we want to put labels on the, sorry, we want to put labels on the axis and images on the bar. So this is it. Now you can put the bar labels color. So here it's this color. If you want, you can change it. There's option to change different color. And then, yep, we are showing the values here, so values of different labels, and you can switch it off, but I'll just switch it on. Fine. So these are controlling the labels. And coming to the images, so now images that you have chosen here, we have using fill, you can do a fit. It will just stretch out, it will fit to this bar graph, or you can do a stretch, but as of now let's do the fill. And then the images in circle, you can choose rectangle or any such thing. Fine. Now one more thing is there is time counter, and but first of all let's add a logo and let's add a header first. So how you can do that? We'll simply go to a header, okay, and then we'll choose a title. So our title is COVID-19 confirm, okay. So it's here, and you can choose a styling, and you can format like what color you want, what size you want. You can increase the size and such. And then there's one more thing is logo. So what we'll do, we'll put logo as enabled, and here is the option to upload your logo. So, and I have saved a coronavirus image as my logo, like this one. So I'll just double click on this, and yeah, you will see a logo appearing here. Cool. So now we have added the logo, and yeah, and you can, there is one more option. So you can choose like whether you want to keep it in center, left, or here. And similarly for the logo, you can choose where you want to keep it, on the top, on the left, or on the right, any such places. So I'll just keep in the top right now. Oh, on the left, sorry. And then you can choose, like you can customize it with different values as well. Right, we have done the logo. Now let's try to add a background to this. Okay, so what, how we can do that? We simply go to layout, and then yeah, we can also choose different fonts. So you can choose, say, a robot, and you can see these labels like China, South, Italy, and then the numbers getting changed. And you can try different formats, Laura, or but this, the first one looks much decent. And then there's option of background color, which is on. You can switch it off. You can choose different colors, and I'm interested in putting a background image. So what I'll do, I'll put it on, and then again I'll choose a background image. And here I've created a background image here called background PNG. I'll select it, and you can see now you have a beautiful background image which is already there. Okay, so now you know how you can add the background as well. And this again you can try out to put borders at the end, or you don't want borders, what kind of background or what kind of solid lines, or any such thing that you want. Now one more thing is we have added this, and I'll let's go down. So now you see this timeliners. So this get faded out. So how we can change it? You have to just go to time counter and totalizer. And here's the option that you can switch it on or switch it off. If you switch it off, you will not see this timeliner, but we want to see it. And this is the first, let's change the color. So we'll make it much darker color, say this one, and we'll put OK. So now you see it's much darker color. Then you can change the size of this, and then you can change the height where it has to be in this graph. So if you put more, it'll rise up, it'll go down. And then there's the option to just show this total. If you switch it off, you will not see the total, but I'll switch it on. And also I'll change the color to say same color. Okay, and now you can see the total as well. Again, you can increase the size of the total, and you can play with it. So we have added the flag, we have added the flag, we have added the logo, we have added the title, we have added the background image, we have changed this timeline. So one more thing that you can do is access. So what I mean is here. So this is the text axis. So you can see this is dynamic. It means this values like 40,000, 60,000, they're moving as per the value. But if you put it fixed, they gets fixed like 20,000, 40,000, 60,000, 80,000, and only this value or the bar chart moves front and back. So I'll just put dynamic for now, and I'll close this axis. And then there is a footer. So footer is to add the sources. So for example, this data set is from this source. So I'll just do a control C, and I will go to source URL, and then I will just add it, and you will see at the end there is a source added here called http github cssegis. Okay, and we can do one more thing. We can change the views in order to, let's keep a mobile view so we see what's happening, everything here. And then we have added a footer, we have added a header. Yeah, then one more thing I want to show you is the control. So if you click on show sort control, so it will show you this highest and lowest, and you can choose this option in the graph itself to show you the highest or to show you the lowest. Okay, so I'm if you want, you can switch it on. If you want, you can switch it off. It's up to you. And legends, we have switched it off, I guess. And one more control I have shown you. And anything else that's important? I think it's a pretty decent graph already. And here you can see the labels are missing off, so we can do that with bar X, label axis, I guess. Yeah, so maybe label, And where was the curve? So yeah, so for this you just go to labels and then you can choose spaces. So if you put like more spaces, so you can see this label like Korea, China, South Africa coming in, and you can read the names like that. Okay. So yep, I think I've covered almost major things. So once this is done, so one more thing is, okay, one more interesting thing I forgot. So you can see this is, playing on the loop. So if you want that it just plays once and stop, then you can just put this off and then you can, if you put at the end, it will just stop. Okay. And if you put loop on time, then it will keep on playing in a loop. Okay. And if you want, you can disable it as well, but why to disable it? We want to see it. Okay. And one more thing is a graph. And the graph you will be seeing it is in the timeline and animation. And the end you will see a graph, and then you have to put a visibility show, and you can see a graph will appear here where the graph is based on the total number of counts. The graph will increase like this, and you can increase the size height of the graph as such as you want. Okay. So I think we have covered almost all the decent features that we want, and our graph is quite decent. So what we can do now, we can again republish it. So export, and it will just republish. It will republish the changes in the same link, and this is your website or the link for your graph. You just click here, and now you will see your beautiful bar chart race graph here with your logo, with your highest, lowest. We can choose this live, and then at the end, this colorful and this graph and everything you can see here. So perfect. So now you have done it. And if you go to my project, you will see uh, here my projects, and you will see a COVID-19 confirm cases. Now, what you can do, you can duplicate this graph, you can duplicate this visualization. So one more thing, as I said, you can duplicate this graph, and what you can do, you simply have to, yeah, duplicate this visualization, and you will see a copy of your graph created here, and you can upload new data. So suppose this was the confirmed cases, and you want to make a bar chart race graph for that cases, so you can just choose this another CSV file, import publicly, go to next column, and now everything is same, so we need not do anything. We can directly go to preview, and here we need to change the title obviously in here as well. So I'll just make it that's, and here you have to go to your header and change your heading as that, and yeah, and then you can simply uh, publish it. Now, since you have not published this before, so first time it will be like publish to share and embed, and click on publish, and then it will get published. And next time when you make changes, then you can just click on the republish and it will republish. Now let's go to this site, https public.flourish, and you will see your new bar chart race graph for the death cases for COVID-19. And it has all the same features as the confirmed cases. Here, sorry, not this one. Okay, there are too many files. Okay, let's go back to our project and we can see manage everything. So now we created two graphs. One was confirm, one was death, and this we duplicated it. Another way to duplicate is, for example, say this is my bar chart race graph, and suppose it's hosted here. So what you can do, you can if you have this link, you can simply open it, and then you can click on here, duplicate and edit, and then you can again duplicate in this way. So yep, I hope this was useful. Now you got the idea of how to create this kind of graph, bar chart trace graph, how to upload and how to add the background, the logo, the headings, the flags, etc., etc. And I hope this was useful. Yeah, and one more thing that you can do is once you've published it, you can embed this in any website. So for you just have to copy this, say this one, and then you can just go to any of your websites. Say even you can do it in the Jupyter notebook like the way I have done here using HTML library. Yeah, so you just have to use this HTML library, put it inside this quotation, and then it will start running. And you can do it in any other website as well. So yeah, that's it. I hope this tutorial was useful. You know now how to create a bar raised chart graph for this COVID-19 dataset, and you can again use your another any other dataset that's available with you. And I will put all the this Jupyter Notebook link and other link of this GitHub where we are taking the dataset in the description. And also, there is this Kaggle notebook where he has done a very detailed analysis of all the coronavirus cases with different graphs and charts, which you can look at to get a better understanding of it. So kindly check this out as well. And yep, and till then, take care. Oh, I hope everything goes well and we recover from it very strongly. My hopes and prayers with all of you out there. And yeah, take care. And one more thing, yeah, I forgot. Sorry for that. So suppose if you see somebody has this is published uh, like this one, and you can just click on like you went to duplicate and edit. So if you have the link to this, Florist Studio page for anybody, you can go to data and you can even download their data. So, you can just download the data, and if it's publicly available, then you can reuse it and all such things. And for embedding links, I think you can get it here as well, the embedding stuff. And yeah, I think that those were the information that I wanted to impart. And till then, take care, keep learning, and keep exploring neurons. Bye.